Hello and welcome to the Eating Disorder Therapist podcast. I'm Harriet Frew, eating disorder therapist, here to support you in overcoming disordered eating and finding peace with food. So thank you so much for listening today. Now this is just a short one and it's just to give you some tips if you are worried about binge eating on Christmas Day or one of the other days around Christmas. So here is your 11-step plan to not binge eat on Christmas Day. And I guess you can also apply this maybe if you're someone who struggles with chewing and spitting, emotional eating, overeating in general. Okay, so number one, the morning weigh-in. Do not weigh yourself first thing. This will only detrimentally skew your self-worth and the permission to eat later. Okay, that number will be in your head. It will then be impacting your day and your food choice decisions. Just don't do it. So instead, do something nourishing for yourself. If that's a short walk, a journal entry, watching your favorite YouTuber or something. Of course, though, one preferably not banging on about what I eat at Christmas. Not helpful. Number two, intention. Allow some self-care and reflection before you dive headfirst into the food preparation or present unwrapping. Cultivating a sense of calm and setting intentions for your day will allow greater presence and access to your wiser, more regulated mind. I think this is so important. Often we're out of bed, meeting the demands of others, doing jobs. We've had no moment for ourselves just to stop, to pause, to tune in. Okay, so to create some intentional time for yourself. Number three, the power of visualization. Visualization, incredibly powerful tool. Visualize your eating going supremely well over the course of the day. So I want you to think about having your regular eating, your snacks, you're enjoying your Christmas dinner. Just imagine it all going really well. And what I mean by well is that I'm not encouraging restriction and a dictatorship of miserable control. I'm talking about, engaging in considered portion sizes with active choices around dessert or other snacks, combining pleasure with a sense of safety and control. Okay. Now, I think it's really important when you're in recovery from binge eating that you do have some sense of safety and control in place. But so much of that is not about being restrictive, but it's about just thinking ahead about how you're going to manage things so you can create that safety in your body. Next one, yes please to breakfast. Eat a substantial breakfast, okay, to stabilize blood sugar and to fuel your body. It doesn't matter if a luscious banquet is on the cards later, still eat breakfast. Avoiding overhunger will be a self-caring investment, so reducing the draw to sugary snacks in between your multitasking. Next one, and consider the champagne. So be thoughtful around alcohol consumption. You don't have to create military reinforcements around enjoying a glass of bubbly. But if you know that this disrupts your food relationship, be cautious and kind to yourself with your choices. Next one, taking the path less traveled. So a binge is often the outcome of a steady accumulation of physical and emotional triggers building slowly across the subsequent hours. And once you've decided that a binge is inevitable, it's difficult to reverse the mind's decision. You've taken the jump off the bungee platform and it can feel like there is no point of return. So instead, be mindful of the micro decisions that direct the course of your binge trajectory. It's often far easier to take the road less traveled earlier on in the day, whereas towards the evening with alcohol, food abundance, willpower dwindling, the struggle will be greater. So be mindful and thoughtful in your decision making. Next one, yum is important. So allow with 100% permission the tasty Christmas snacks or foods that really bring you happiness. Okay, really important. Eat them with intention as part of your overall plan and sit down at a table savoring each bite. Now avoid random grabbing of food in secret because you might not even like the food but have transitioned into a dissociated haze of stuffing. Now if you do this, it will exacerbate the shame and guilt around eating and it will feel bingy even if you've just eaten a couple of mouthfuls. Okay, so just be really, really mindful about that. Really give yourself that permission, because of that sort of secret stuffing of food. It has a whole different feel to it. Next one, feeling overwhelmed. If you're an emotional binge eater who tends to gravitate towards food in moments of overwhelm, make sure you have pauses infiltrated through your day. Even escape to the bathroom for 10 precious minutes to take a few conscious breaths and get grounded in your body can be a lifesaver. Next one, a confidant. If you have someone in your festive group who is a trusted and supportive confidant, think about requesting their help and/or accountability if this is beneficial to you. You don't need a policing of your food habits, as this will activate your inner rebel and possibly be quite disempowering. But maybe a quiet chat away or an escape for an afternoon walk to blow away the cobwebs might release tension and restore well-being. And if you don't have someone safe in your vicinity, reach out to a chosen friend online or practice active self-compassion and self-care. But it might be really helpful to reach out to someone that you've identified in advance, someone that you can reach out to, that you can send a text to or something, who has got your back, and you can just touch base and it will make you feel so much better. Next one, tipping point. If you find yourself going off-piste with eating, feeling chaotic and out of control, take a few minutes away to ground yourself, okay? Now, you haven't blown it and you're not a failure either. It's perfectly normal behaviour to eat substantial food quantities at Christmas. You don't need to self-sabotage and punish yourself by binge eating simply because you've crossed the tipping point of food rule allowance. Now, I think sometimes we can think, it's okay for me to eat like 3 biscuits, but if I have 4 biscuits, maybe it's a binge. We have those kind of rules in our head. So just be really careful with that, because I think sometimes that tipping point is a bit arbitrary. And just because you feel that you've crossed your tipping point, you then throw in the towel and end up binging, punishing, being unkind to yourself. Okay, so just relax your rules a little bit, okay, and be kind. Next one, the dress. Wear flattering and comfortable clothes to feel gorgeous and relaxed. A tight item of clothing is like a thorn in the side, which shatters body image and consistently reminds you to lay on the self-criticism. So do not go there. And no secret berating of your stomach after Christmas dinner in the bedroom mirror. It will not end well. Okay. Now, if you get through the day, high fives to you and give yourself a huge acknowledgement of progress. Okay. Christmas Day is a hard day. If you do end up binging anyway, be kind and compassionate towards yourself. Christmas Day is one of the most challenging days in the calendar if you have an eating disorder. But this day too will pass. You will survive, and tomorrow is another day. Learn the lessons and keep taking another courageous step forward. Okay. What helps you to manage binge eating? Do let me know in the comments if you are reading this on Substack, listening to this on Substack, or you can always send me a DM on Instagram if you want to share. Thank you so much for listening. I really wish you a peaceful and relaxing Christmas. If you're not following me already on Instagram, do seek me out, the eating disorder therapist _ And for further support with your relationship with food, do go to the eatingdisordertherapist.co.uk. My app also has 20% off until January the 2nd if you're looking for support in healing your relationship with food, overcoming disordered eating, eating disorder symptoms. It has so many great resources that can really, really help you. The link is in the show notes. Thank you so much for listening, and I look forward to sharing another podcast episode with you very soon.